Hi grade 5s, welcome to reading for Monday. This week we're going to be looking at a bit of synthesizing, sorting out our thinking, recording what we already know, recording new things we're learning while we read, and also, I just said sorting before, but that's going to be an important part of what we do this week. So let's jump into our slides, synthesizing today. To start off, for our APK, I want you to open up your reading book, and I want you to record down everything you know about this delicious looking thing right here. Tell me everything you know about this. I'm not saying what it is, I just want to know everything you know about this. When I say everything, if I wrote everything, I'd probably write 100 things, so let's go at least 5. 5 things you know about this thing right here. Alright, let's have a look at our learning intention for today. So today we're going to answer this question we've got here. How can we demonstrate our new learning from the text we read? Now, whenever we read, fiction or non-fiction, we're always learning things. We're always gaining new information and new knowledge. So how can we actually demonstrate this to show ourselves and also show others what we're learning from when we read? So we're going to be able to firstly record what we already know about a topic, our prior knowledge, and just wait for the bell, and how to record new learning into categories. So we're going to categorize our thinking today. So before we go any further, can you please pause the video and write down this learning intention and success criteria into your workbook. Okay, thank you for writing that down. Let's have a look at new information. I just want to quickly remind you guys what these things actually mean. It's pretty obvious, but just to make sure, what is prior knowledge? What you already know. So anything that you know, feel, think about a certain topic. So we had a picture of a burger before. That's what we're going to read about today, kind of. So that's the prior knowledge. So what you did in your APK is going to help you with the activity today. And what's new learning? Well, it's all the new things that you find out. Now, sometimes people I've seen in the past read a non-fiction text and they go, I didn't learn anything new. I already knew everything about that. I find that hard to believe because it could be tiny little extra details on top of what you already know, still new learning, okay? So we're looking for all details of new things that you learn. So today we're going to be drawing up a T-chart in our reading book, and we're going to record down some things we already know and some things that we learn about the topic we're reading today. So that the article that I've chosen for you today, the headline is Future Food, and you can see it just here. There seems to be a picture of a burger, although it looks a little bit different to me. So what I want you to write down now is what's your prior knowledge of, and the only clue we've got at the moment is this delicious burger here, and the headline Future Food. So here are a couple of examples I've got down from my prior knowledge, just from the clues we've got from the headline and the picture so far. So I know that a lot of people are starting to eat a lot more plant-based diets, and they're doing that because they're worried about the sustainability of our planet. I know you did a little bit of work on that with Mrs. Murray in STEM last week, so this kind of links in pretty well with that. And I've also written down that I know that meat is important for our diet. So I kind of thought future food is what made me think of people eating plant-based. And then I thought, well, meat's important for our diet too, so maybe this article is going to give us some information about the middle ground there, how might it actually work. So what I want you to do before I read this text to you, I'm going to read the article to you. I would like you to firstly draw up this T-chart. On the left hand side, I want you to have the heading prior knowledge, and I want you to write down 3 things. So let's go 3 in here. 3 things that you might already know in terms of future food. It could just be about food. Then on the right hand side, over here, we're going to have new knowledge, and we're going to sort it into 3 categories because there are 3 subheadings in this article. So I've thought that's going to help us organize our thinking into categories. So they are: what is it, challenges, and plant power. We're going to use them in a minute, so just leave that for now. So get your prior knowledge, get the T-chart drawn up and your prior knowledge down. Okay, thank you for recording down your prior knowledge. You've already ticked off step 1 in our task. All right, now step 2 is going to be read. So you can, I've shared the link with you for this article, so you can read it to yourself, or if you would like to read along with me, I'm going to read it to you in a moment. As you listen or read the article, The Future of Food or Future Food, in that T-chart you've just drawn, I want you to stop and record any new learning that you find yourself gaining, I guess. So if you think it is a what is it, so giving information about what future food is, it might go there. If you think it's information about the challenges, put it under that heading. If you think it's information about plant power, which might make a bit more sense once we read it, you can put it under that heading. So new learning, and we're sorting it into categories. All right, so if you want to read to yourself, you can, but I'm about to read this article to everybody now. Okay, future food, and this is from Time for Kids magazine, and it's written by Rebecca Mordechai. All right, and it was a cover story. That looks delicious. All right. In March 2017, about 25 people were invited to a kitchen in San Francisco, California, for a tasting event. On the menu, fried chicken. This is some of the best fried chicken I've had, one guest said. The compliment was extra special considering the source of the meat. It had been grown in a lab by scientists from Memphis Meats. The company makes meat by safely extracting cells, so taking cells out from animals such as chickens, ducks and cows. Then it feeds the cells nutrients. Those cells grow and multiply, forming muscle, which is meat. Now, I would record that down because new information to me, safely extracting cells from animals to then grow meat. I did not even know that was possible. It looks delicious too. Memphis Meats is one of several companies in the United States and around the world making cellular or lab-grown meat. Many people think it's better for the planet than raising animals for food. Others aren't so sure. Why cellular meat? The world's population is expected to grow to nearly 10 billion by 2050. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, the FAO, that's almost 2 billion more people than there are today. Eric Schultz is a vice president at Memphis Meats. He thinks feeding so many people will be tough. FAO says people could eat 73% more meat in 2050. With current meat production methods, there aren't enough resources such as land and water to meet that need, Schultz told Time for Kids. The traditional meat production also requires lots of cows, and cows release methane. This gas traps heat in the atmosphere, which contributes to climate change. Raising cows and other livestock takes up space too. Currently, 77% of the world's farmland is used to grow crops, to feed livestock, or for the animals to graze on. Using more land for livestock will lead to deforestation. Now, that's something else I might add about challenges, is 70% of the world's farmland is used to grow crops. But cellular meat production requires fewer cows and less land. Schultz says the cells taken during one extraction can make more meat than any single animal could ever produce. Just how much land is needed? You only need the land required for the facility where the meat is made, Elliot Schwartz told TFK. He is a scientist at the Good Food Institute, a group that promotes cellular meat and plant-based meats. See Plant Power. Challenges ahead. Not everyone is convinced that cellular meat will help the environment. Alison Van Enenman researches animal science at the University of California, Davis. She points out that fossil fuels, such as coal, are used to power cellular meat production facilities. Burning these fuels releases another heat-trapping gas, carbon dioxide. If we're burning coal so that we can grow cellular meat, she asks, are we going backward? Cellular meat is not yet sold in supermarkets. Before that can happen, it will need to be affordable. The first lab-grown burger, produced in 2013 by Mosa Meat, cost more than $300,000 to make. That's something new to me too. That's definitely a challenge. Costs are dropping, but they can't yet compete with regular ground beef or minced beef, which is about $4 a pound. The US government will also need to pass regulations to make sure cellular meat is safely produced and properly labelled. Officials announced last year that they're taking steps to do so, but it's not clear how long the process will take. Plant power. Some people choose to not eat meat or to eat less of it. For them, plant-based meat is a tasty substitute. To make it, scientists study why meat looks and tastes the way it does. Then, they use plants to copy these unique qualities. Companies like Impossible Foods and Beyond Meat sell their plant-based products in grocery stores. You can also find plant-based options everywhere, from fancy restaurants to fast food chains such as Burger King, Carl's Jr. and Dunkin'. Alright, so having read that article, you now need to record any new learning, any new information that you've learned from it, and I want you to work out which subheading that I provided before it fits best under. So if we have a look again, we've got what is it challenges plant power. You should already have that drawn up in your book anyway. All right, after you've done that, your reflection is I want you to record down what is your opinion on lab-grown meat and why. So don't just say it's good or it's bad. I want you to say why you think that, because you might change your mind tomorrow. All right. Good luck with that. Let's aim for one thing under each heading. Make sure you've got your prior knowledge and make sure you're uploading all of our lesson today. So your APK, learning intention, success criteria, the task, which is the T chart, and your reflection. Good luck and enjoy.